Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today from our friends at Hunkydory Crafts, I have such a cool collection for you. We're going to be doing some notebook and journal making using this 8x8 paper pad and also this adorable little disc, binding disc punch tool, and then these binding discs. So cool. Look at this grocery list that my friend Debbie made. So cool and pretty. It has little check marks for your list, coupons, pockets. This is our giveaway for this episode, so if you stick around, you'll learn how one lucky viewer can win this grocery list to keep or share with a friend. So come play with us. All right, you guys, so let's first take a flip through this book. And I'll show you, it comes with all these different patterned papers that you can include in your journal, your planner, your grocery list, any kind of list making or calendar you want to make. So these would be sort of companion pieces to those. So we've got grid pages, checklists, what Debbie used. You could use them full page or cut them in half like Debbie did. More grids, little dashed lines, straight lines, these little dot lines, or these little dots rather, they're not lines. All right, and so you're getting 48 pages of this. So let me kind of give you some ideas of the kinds of things that Debbie made with them, and then we're going to assemble one. We're going to put it together so you know how to make your own disc, planner, journal, whatever. All right, so for the grocery list, so cute. Let me give you the measurements of this. So this is 5 inches wide by 8.5 inches tall. And Debbie used the cutest papers with this. She used 12 by 12 Strawberry Delight patterned cardstock. So cute. And then she used the coordinating cardstock as well for the cover. Now, these are the cutouts that are included in a page of cutouts in the paper pack. And then what Debbie did was she just printed this grocery list in this really sweet font using her printer, her home printer. And how we'd like to do that is we just take a tiny bit of glue stick and just attach the top edge to the printer paper, and then you just run it through your printer with the font that you want, and it just prints on there, and then you can just peel it off. So just a tiny bit of glue stick holds that in place. She also added a little bit of a gingham ribbon there for a cute little bow. Now on the inside, we've got one of the cutouts here. Well, actually two. This is the cutout for like a card topper, and then this is a little cutout as well. Then remember, she cut those list making down in half. Now, because these are single-sided papers, Debbie did glue them back to back, but you don't have to. You could use the other side as a blank page for things. And she's got her little cover here for the cutest little coupons. And look, she just made a cute little pocket right here. Adorable. So this is just one page of cardstock, and then she just took a little half sheet and glued it on 3 sides, and then added some red border jewel dazzle stickers right down here. This is also one of the cutouts, just holding place there for a coupon. All right, and we're going to keep going, and you could just add lots of pages to this. And then on the very back, another cute little pocket for receipts and things, and this is another one of the cutouts. Really cute. So how we like to do our giveaway is we're trying to promote our Paper Wishes YouTube channel. So if you're watching us over on paperwishes.com for our webisodes, then all you would have to do is hop on over to YouTube, Paper Wishes channel, subscribe, that's very important, like, give us this video a thumbs up, and leave us a comment. And then after about a week, we'll reply to one YouTube user with their YouTube username. So you have to know your username, saying congratulations, username blank, and we give you instructions on how to collect your prize. So it's a good idea to hit that notification bell to know when we're trying to communicate with you, drop a new video, and when we announce our winners. We do card giveaways or planner giveaways every Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So you have 3 chances every week to win something. So yes, that's our giveaway. So let's look at this next one. Oh, I was going to do ideas first, right? All right, so here's another idea. This is so cute. This is a little calendar idea. And for this one, Debbie used Unexpected Beauty 6x6 pattern cardstock. So the paper right here is 6x6, but then she took the coordinating solid cardstock here, and she just built up several layers of that for her cover. So it's now 7 inches square right there. And then right here, she added some cutting dies, and then she inked those. She just die cut them from like white cardstock, but she inked the branches with velvet fawn, and then the little, excuse me, the little flowers are lipstick. Ooh, I have to need a drink. My allergies are acting up today. There. All right, and then she added some die cuts that coordinate with this. So there's one right there, and you'll see them throughout the book. Inked the edges here with lipstick, so the entire cover is also inked as well. Really, really sweet. Love what she did here. Open this up, and look, there's a little pocket right here with a little cutout. Then she added some of the die cuts, some of these guys right here. This one is actually a cutout from the paper pack, and then she actually used her printer once again to print and personalize what she wanted to use this for. And then she just made her own calendar using a ruler and the little dot paper, and then went over that with turquoise pen. This is a great marker this is Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend marker. And then just went over all of that, added some adorable pink Dazzle stickers, which I forgot to grab. Really, really cute. And then the next one, decorate this page. Great for adding a photo, something like that. You've got weekly notes in here, which is so cute. Adding a pocket right here. Love that. Decorating other pages. Great for more notes. This is the back of the paper, so yeah, keep it blank to add more notes there. Some of the grid paper. Just so cute. And then another pocket in the back. Really cute, Debbie. Love that. All right, so also Debbie had this great idea of another way to use these binding method. Look at this. This is absolutely adorable. It's a tiny little book. Let's measure this. This is 4.5 inches by 2 3/4 of an inch. It says Prism Inks in this really scrolly font. She used Golden Botanical 6x6 pattern cardstock for this, but look what's inside. They're ink pad colors. So you can take your little ink pads that we sell, the Prism ink pads, or any of your ink pads, go ahead, take it, and then stamp that color, write the color, and that way when you're looking for just the right color for your crafts, you can look through all of your ink pads and know what they look like when they're on the paper, which I think is such a great idea, because this little color right here doesn't always give us the information that we need, how it's going to react with paper. Isn't that cute? I love that. I'm going to make one of these. All right, so adorable. And then she also, I should have mentioned, used gold mirror dazzle stickers just around the edge of her there. I thought that was really fun. All right, so now we're going to build one of these. Okay, so Debbie's kind of got this set up for me here. So we're going to start off with the cover, and what she did was she used At the Lake 12x12 pattern cardstock, but she also used At the Lake solid cardstock for her cover. Now, if you want a cover that's a little bit sturdier than this, I have some suggestions that you could use along with the cardstock or in place of it. This is cardstock that we have that's 110-pound weight. It comes in white, black, and this craft color. And it's thicker, it's much sturdier, okay, than our other cardstock, which is, I think it's a 65-pound weight. Yeah, 65-pound weight. So a lot sturdier, okay? And so if you want to have like a journal that's almost like a chipboard cover, this is the way to go with that. And I'll list that down below in the products that we used. All right, so she created her cover. Let's see how big this is. This is 8.5 inches. So first of all, she cut the pattern paper to 8 and 1/4 inches, and then the entire thing is 8.5-inch square. Debbie reminded me that when you're putting things on the left side of your journal, you want to have enough space so that you have enough room to make the little punch, which I'm going to show you how to do. So if you're having borders and things on your paper or titles, don't get them too close because then they'll get involved in that punching. Right? So then we're going to open this up. You put a pocket here, what have you. She did put a pocket on this side, so cute. Just took some scrap of one of her sheets of paper, put this on some white cardstock, and then just tucked in a little cute little, this is one of the cutouts from the paper pack, one of the little greetings. Thought that was fun. You could also take that, put that over here for a little decoration. And then along the edge of the pocket were some blue dazzle stickers. I think this is really cool because if you wanted to make one for a man in your life, or you know, us ladies in the Pacific Northwest, we love our pine trees. So anybody would like this, but I think this would be a really cool Father's Day gift too. Then adding on these lined pages, she added these fantastic winter forest dazzle stickers, and they come in brown and gold. And just adding these to the pages with the blue. Now, this page right here is actually printed from Google Calendars. So you can get on Google, find Google Calendars, and you can print off with whatever font you want for your title. You can have them all filled out with special holidays, of course, the days of the month and all of that. And you can just print it off on some white cardstock. Debbie matted it with light blue and then added the border here. And we have this cute border up here with is just a portion of the tree line, which is about 1 inch wide. Isn't that really cute? Little pine bough up here. Very cute. Very adorable. And then she's left some pages here for me to punch. So we're going to try that. Oh, I have a little dazzle sticker stuck on there. First thing she wanted to show me was you want to make sure that you're marking these exactly how far apart you want them. So Debbie did this. She marked this with a pencil 1.5 inches from this side and 1.5 inches from this side. And then you could evenly space the rest of these. Okay, so this one 1.5 inches, make a little mark, 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches all the way across. Okay, and then this little tool that it comes with, this is what you're using to punch all of these little notches that the discs then fit into. Okay, and when they're all done, you just slip them right into that, and then they just move around in there. The more pages you have, the better I think it works. Debbie and I found that doing this way, taking this backing off of it, turning this upside down so you can see exactly where you're punching, works a lot better than doing it like this. So you're going to take this little punch. See, it looks like there's a little tree in there. And you're going to put that punch, and you see where this little line is right there? You're going to put your line right where that little line is, right like this. And then it punches right up next to the edge, and it punches out that little tree. So you're just going to do that on every one of these. Get rid of that little tree. There we go. And then we're going to do the same with these pages that are left. And she's already, because she's awesome, she's already marked these, which I think is fantastic. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to save a little time. She's already marked this page right here. I'm going to double up on these because I can punch multiple at one time. And it just depends on what weight of cardstock you're using. Come on, get in there. Go. Needs to go a little bit farther. And I'm going to have all this little tree confetti going everywhere. There we go. All right, so this is our back page. We've got this one, we've got this one. And now you're just going to make sure that those little pages are aligned. You want to go like this. I guess I should have done a better job of that. You want to align them just like this and like this. Okay, and we've got our little discs. And then I like putting in the disc at the top and the bottom first, because then that keeps everything in place while you put the other. Oops. Come on, get in there. Go. Move it around in there, make sure it's taken. And then we're going to put this one in. And this final one. It's amazing to me that, you know, they stay in as well as they do, those little discs. But if you've used disc journals before, you know. And what is the benefit of having a disc journal? I can take these out, do more pages, and then I can just add them in at any time. So I think that's really a great way to expand on a project, a photo album that you're working with, a journal. So we've got all of these ideas for you. And don't forget, we're giving away this one to one of our subscriber friends. So don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe to participate in that. The money saver for this is outstanding. It's right there on the right-hand side if you're watching us on our Paper Wishes webisode page. All the items are listed down below, so if you're really interested in buying more discs, or you like the pages, or you want the punch, they're all down below. All the paper packs, if you've got to have the paper packs, we've taken care of that. And if you're watching us over on YouTube, thanks for watching us. Please subscribe. It helps our channel, and it helps push our videos out so more people can see them for our small company. But if you're looking for all these items, just look below the video in the description box and you'll see a link that'll take you to this Paper Wishes webisode page. Thanks for joining me, you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.